What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. If you are new and just stopping by, I am dadwithabike, and this is my YouTube channel. So in today's episode, we're going to break down a little bit and talk about Veterans Day. I'm a veteran, and I figured I would give you my honest look into what it was like actually serving in the United States Army, its impact, kind of what it's meant to me, where it has taken me, all that good stuff. We'll get all into it. I'll be honest with you, it's not all like sunshine and rainbows. And also, if you are a veteran of the Marine Corps, you are in the Marines, and you're watching this video, happy belated birthday, November the 10th, Marine Corps birthday, so happy belated birthday. But anyway, if you're interested, stick around. We'll dive into it. I think it'll be pretty fun. I'll try to make it as comical as possible because let's be honest, if you've served in the military, then a majority of your time in was kind of comical at times. So anyway, stick around. It'll be good. Alrighty, y'all. Thanks for sticking around. If you look down in the description, you're going to see a couple of coupon codes. One's for Dean Speed, and I'm telling you, if you own a Harley Davidson or an Indian, man, go check out Dean Speed. Their aftermarket stuff's straight up awesome. The custom work they do is pretty badass, so go check them out. Ooh, there's a Dodge Viper. That's an older one, so maybe we'll get alongside of it and see it. Kind of cool. Anyway, there's also another coupon code down there as well as with a link. So I am a ambassador for Throttle Addikt. Go check them out. Their clothes, their stuff, their hats, super awesome. I've got a handful of their t-shirts now. They're pretty sweet, nice and comfy. So if you're interested in some motor cackle clothing, go check them out and use my coupon code and you'll get some monies off. You know, I have always been a fan of the Dodge Viper. That is like one of the most super awesome vehicles like ever created. I think it really is. It's like all the horsepower in the world, like on a sled, straight line insanity. I love those cars. Be cool to kind of pick one up. Maybe I'll have to get on the eBays and see who wants to get rid of one cheaply. Anyway, to the topic at hand. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about my military service. So I joined the United States Army right out of high school. I grew up in a place where most of the people never leave. It was a super, super tiny town. Those who did go to college probably went to a local college that was really wasn't worth the money spending to go to college there. And I needed to get out, otherwise I'd be just like everybody else and would be stuck there and probably wouldn't be able to get out. So we're gonna come in here, go to the ride by the Oasis. So for me, the military was, kind of my exit strategy. Now, I say that, but like all of my uncles, my dad, they all served. So my dad was in the Navy. You had another uncle that was in the Navy. You had another uncle that was Marine Corps, another uncle that was Army, and then a smattering of all that throughout my family. So I kind of have a family history of people joining the military, all of which did kind of the same thing as I did. They were doing it to get the hell out because they were all enlisted. They joined at 18, whatever. So anyway, I was in for roughly 12 years, and that's 12 years spent active duty, guard. And while I was in, I served with the 3rd United States Infantry, the Old Guard. So they're the guys that do the tomb guard stuff at Arlington Cemetery. They also do a lot of ceremonial duties, retirements, foreign dignitary stuff, etc., etc. So more or less, pretty boys, walking the walk, doing ceremonial stuff. The tomb guard stuff, though, that is for real. That is some amazing stuff. Those dudes are wicked disciplined. I was not a tomb guard. That was Echo Company. I was in Hotel Company. I was part of the recon platoon. Recon! Now, my occupational skill, if I hadn't said it already, was Infantryman. I was 11 Bravo. Just a grunt. carried my life on my back. That was the deal. And then, did my basic and advanced training. I think now it's called like OSIT, one station unit training, whatever they call it now. I forget the weird acronyms they're using now. But that was all infantry stuff at Benning. Anywho, I also did other stuff. I went to airborne school, went to ranger school, did a bunch of other schools that did qualifications. Never served in a ranger battalion, so I am ranger qualified, but don't have a scroll, so I am not necessarily a ranger. Those dudes are also super legit, pretty awesome guys. Anyway, so like I said, served with the 3rd U.S. Infantry for a while, and then served with 2nd Infantry Division. I actually served in 2 different places in 2nd Infantry Division. I served with the 506 at Camp Greaves, and then I also served with the 1st Battalion. I was a colonel's driver for 1st Brigade, 2nd Infantry Division out of Camp Casey. Best job ever. To this day, best job ever. Anyway, now, in a smattering throughout those also, those deployments or those units that I served with, I was also attached to the 10th Mounted for a Scotch, was sent to Haiti, and then was attached to the 1st Infantry, sent to Bosnia. So those are my 2 operational deployments that I've got under my belt. After I served regular Army for a Scotch, where are you going to go? Where are we going to go? We're going to go this way. Jumped over, did the National Guard. I was in the National Guard for a little while. I was with the 29th Infantry in Virginia. And then I finally got out, done, and that was that. And I did get the GI Bill, used GI Bill, go to college. Went to college, got my computer science degree, got my master's in cybersecurity, got an MBA, and blah, blah, blah. Here I am today. So, my experience in the military has been this. Number one, my recruiter lied. And they all do. It is not sunshine and rainbows. Your first couple of years when you're in the military sucks. It's horrible. You're a low-level private or whatever that low-level rank is in whatever branch you serve in, and it sucks. You do all the shit jobs. I remember some of the shittiest jobs I've had. I painted a bunch of rocks. That's right. My first sergeant said, I want rocks painted. Give me a detail. So guess what I did? Painted rocks. There you go. That's what I did a lot. Anytime the first sergeant was looking for, he needed some bodies for a duty, man, it was like, somebody turned the light on in a restaurant and all the roaches were scattering. That's really what it was like. But as time went on, I gained rank, joined the E4 Mafia. If you don't know what the E4 Mafia is, you should look it up. It's kind of funny. But I was only in the E4 Mafia for a while before they threw corporal stripes on me, which turned me into an asshole for a very long time. And I'll take that back. I'm still an asshole sometimes. So the corporal is like the worst rank ever, because you are given the responsibilities of a sergeant, but you're paid like an E4. Whatever. But that's okay. That's fine. Everybody knows that the corporal's an asshole, so they kind of avoid him. At least when I was in. When I was in, we were a lot less, huggy, kissy, I'm concerned about your feelings than the military of today. So there was always that. But while I was in, corporals were kind of jerks. So, I had to fit the mold, so I was an asshole too. Eventually made sergeant, and eventually after that made staff sergeant. So when I got out of the military, I got out as a staff sergeant. So that was my military, resume, if you will. And it was a good time for the most part. I did make a lot of friends, a lot of those friends that I still have today. I did lose a few friends. And that kind of weighs heavier on others, on some than others. But, it is what it is. You kind of learn to roll with it, learn to deal with it, and you move on. And those are the guys that we remember on Memorial Day, and that is their special time. But the Veterans Day, we get to, thank people for their service like me, that's kind of old, crusty, a little bit of an attitude. And we thank the good old U.S. government for giving us that attitude. Now, my military service, I appreciated it. That's why it's kind of weird when somebody says, hey, thank you for your service. It's actually kind of hard for most veterans to have that told to them, because they're like, I guess, thank you. But I think in a lot of cases, that military service actually saved or helped a lot of veterans. It did me. Made me grow up, maybe become a lot more responsible. And it did kind of form who I am today, as a man, as a father. So for that, I turn to you and I say, actually, no, thank you for my service, which there's a funny book. If you know who Matt Best is, he wrote a book called Thank You for My Service. Go check that book out if you've never read it. It's pretty good. But the military service for me actually gave me access to a brotherhood that I don't think I would have otherwise. You take a look at the motorcycle club that I'm in. We are a veterans and active duty military focused motorcycle club. And we support first responders, all that good stuff. But the guys that are in my club, they're my brothers, they're my friends, they're the salt of the earth. I love those guys. And it's that common bond, that kinship that we have all served. We may not have served together, but we all know we've all chewed some of the same dirt. And we've all been there and done that. So it generates this kind of unique bond that exists in all veterans. And you probably may see it when you see a bunch of veterans get together. It's almost like they all know each other. So I would have to say that the thing that I took away the most from, my military experience is actually, I still have access to it today. And like I said, it is that brotherhood that exists. I could meet another guy, not have ever known him. He's a veteran, and I guarantee you, let's say 95% of the time, we sync. And that's probably true for most veterans. You got some guys that served, they really didn't serve. I don't want to go, we're not going to go down. I'm trying to talk, so we're not going to go and do Lime Creek Road while I'm trying to talk, because that would be stupid. Lime Creek Road's kind of a crazy road. Anyway, you don't care about that. But there are some guys that have served that are kind of like, questionable, Anyway, won't get into that. So anyway, for me, it has been my brothers and sisters in arms, my brothers from other mothers, my sisters from other misters, that I have taken away from my service in the military. That probably in of itself means more to me than anything. Yes, I was very happy to serve my country, absolutely. I'd do it again if asked. But my takeaway from it was the bond and the friendships that I made and the ones that I continue to make today. So, if you're a friend of mine, you're a fellow veteran, I thank you. You're awesome peoples. I love you to death. And if you're, a veteran, drop down a comment or something like that says what you actually took away from your service, other than 1, how to shine boots, or 2, how to make beds. Let's assume those. But, something of substance. And, if you're not a veteran, drop a comment. Tell me what you think about veterans, military service, whatever. Don't care. Keep it clean. Don't make me delete your comments. Anyway, with that, I'm going to leave you all. Happy Veterans Day. Go find some place that's offering free meals, because I'm going to. I'm probably going to go to Pluckers. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. And peace.